hope you're having a great Saturday. I was going to have you guys tag along with me today. I have a few errands to run. I need to go to the teacher store later, so I'll definitely take you to the teacher store with me because I know you guys always like to see a video when I go there. But real quick, I wanted to share with you some of the projects I finished last night when I got home from work yesterday. I love how these turned out. If you guys remember yesterday, I mentioned in the vlog that one of you, or a couple of you actually said to do picture frames instead of the torches. So I went to Michael's and they had raw wood frames for just $1 a piece. And I already had a bunch of little acrylic paints here because we're working on the Hogwarts signpost. So for $4, I was able to get these little frames. I painted them gold and used a little brown to kind of age them and give them like a gilded look. And we're doing PBIS. And I showed you yesterday that these were the 4 rules for our school. And these were the non-negotiables. And these are the rules for not just my classroom, but the entire building. So I thought, what a perfect way to hang the rules up on the wall instead of just doing like one big written poster. So I will put 2 of these between each of the windows instead of the torches. So I really love how those came out. And then I deliberately used all 4 colors from the houses, 1 each, since it was 4 rules. And the font came from Harry Potter Font Generator. If you Google Harry Potter font, it'll come up and then you just type whatever words you want, click generate, and then you can copy it and paste it to a Word document. I love how they're coming out. In fact, I went to Staples yesterday because I said I wanted to get more of the plastic name tag holders. Wow, they are really, really expensive. It's like $9 for a pack of 10, and I only have 8 left over from previous years that I did that because I hadn't used those in a while. So I decided not to go with that. So what I'm going to do instead is type all the students' names using that font generator and then put multiple names on a piece of paper, run it through a laminator, hole punch it, and then tie string on that. Since I already have a laminator and the lamination paper is here, and that will be a lot cheaper than purchasing, you know, like $30 for those little plastic sleeves. I was shocked at how expensive those were. Because come on, what does it really cost to make those? A penny a piece? That was highway robbery. So I decided to skip those. And then I finally got around to finishing my letter B wreath. This was the one I was going to paint red. Instead, I decided to do something like this. This was the fabric I bought at Joann Fabric, that metallic weave burlap. These are little pages from one of the beaten up books I had, and I tried to focus in and get the titles off the chapters. And then I used copper floral wire to attach the little vials to it. And the pages are just stuck on using hot glue gun, and the keys with hot glue gun. So it's amazing what you can do with a little bit of wire and some hot glue. And so that was the bee wreath. And then this, we are, like I said, we're working on the signpost. And so this was just one of the pieces my husband's cut out so far. I kind of don't like it stained. I do want to go with the wood. And then initially he was going to paint all the letters on, but we kind of decided against that because it was going to be really a lot of work. So instead, this is a clear shipping label. It's see-through. And using the Hogwarts font generator, we basically printed out the words on the clear shipping label, and then I also printed out a crest. We're going to put that on. And then I have a giant bottle of decoupage back there. We're going to decoupage over the whole thing to seal it. So I think that's going to come out really cute. And like I said, we're going to paint these different colors because I don't like the wood look. He stained this piece and it's just like, you know, it's really not going to show up that well on that. So that's how we're doing the signposts with the generator and clear shipping labels. I'm really excited how everything is turning out. I think it's going to be really, really cute when it's all done. One thing I wanted to address real quick here is the Harry Potter theme. I am aware of the fact that the Letter Classroom is also doing a Harry Potter theme. I love Bridget. She's a great YouTuber, great vlogger, great teacher, and I've been getting, for the first time, like hate mail, and it's kind of surprising, and I'm trying to not let it get to me, but a couple of people have, responded or commented that, oh, you stole this idea from Bridget, shame on you, that type of a thing. And honestly, yes, we are both doing a Harry Potter theme. I didn't really steal the idea from her, I swear. I mentioned in a previous video, Bill and I were at Barnes & Noble's and the new book was coming out, and they had up this big giant Harry Potter display that was just amazing and gorgeous, and I got really inspired from that. Plus, when AJ was a kindergartner and a first grader, I had a Harry Potter classroom even back then, 2 years in a row, with the houses and everything like that. In fact, my sorting hat that I have and my Hogwarts banner, not the 4 house banners, those are new, but the Hogwarts banner are from 10 years ago when I had the Harry Potter classroom back then. So yeah, I mean, I don't want people to think that, oh, I saw Bridget do it and now I'm copying her. And if you look at her room and my room, yes, we have the same flagstone paper up, but the rooms really look nothing alike. I mean, they're very, very different rooms, and I was kind of surprised by that. So, because I'm not a hater, I'm not competing with anyone other than myself, and so I was just kind of surprised that I got a couple of little rude comments. But I'm going to let that go because I'm not going to dwell on it. I got other things to worry about. So also, thank you for not being highly offended or outraged that my son made a gesture in the video. I've read your comments from the last vlog I put up, and I think everyone knows that boys will be boys, especially when mom's not looking, although I was still really upset with him. I can't even begin to tell you how furious I was with him when he did that. Because I've been on him not to do that, not to use cuss words, but I swear, I feel like I'm losing a battle. I'm losing the battle when it comes to this whole cussing thing with my teenager. When he and his friends all get together and they'll be running around in the woods behind our house and having Nerf battles, that's all they do is swear at each other all the time. It never stops, and they're forever dissing each other, I guess would be the way to say it. They're always just, wow. Maybe because I was a girl and growing up a teenage girl, we just didn't act like that. It just kind of caught me by surprise. But so I'm like this one person saying, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. But then he goes and hangs with all of his friends, and it's pretty much all they do. So yeah, it's like a losing battle. But still, I was really upset that he did that because I don't let that in the house. I don't like that in the house and in the family. So with that, I'm going to pause right here. I have to do a few things before I run out, and see you again at the teacher store. So I'm in the teacher store, and as you guys know, I'm trying to find something for my whiteboard wall. Also, Regan, I'm not sure how she pronounces her name, she asked me if there was a cheap theme for a first-year teacher. Because, obviously when you're a first-year teacher, money is a really big issue. My advice for if you're a new teacher and you don't have a lot of money to invest in decorating your classroom, use the butcher paper that your district is supplying you with, and then I'm very partial to black. I think black looks really great. No matter what you put on it, it's going to pop. And then stick with 2 colors. Black and red, black and purple, black and green, black and blue. Or if you want to add a 3rd color, I would suggest adding white to it. So green and white or something. And then just get some trims. Honestly, just a couple of colors, some basic trims, and that was pretty much what I used to do my first few years because I just didn't have the money to spend on this stuff. So yeah, simple color scheme, use the free butcher paper, and then just buy some trims. So right now, I am not really seeing anything that screams Harry Potter. Although I kind of like that wood look, but that's not really what I have in mind. Oh, decisions. I still don't know what I'm going to do in the front of that room. I just know I don't like my whiteboard wall. I'm loving everything about the room but the whiteboard wall. So I got to figure out something to do. I'm going to keep looking around. I think I may have found a possible solution to my problem. And here's the joke. I already own this. It's at school in my big bag full of bulletin boards. This is a giant bookshelf. I mean, it's really, really big. It takes up a lot of space. It's a brown oak looking bookshelf with colors. I like this. I do. I already own this. And then I also have the little pieces that go with it too. And this would tie in really well with Daily 5. So one possible solution, I already own it. And it's sitting in my classroom in the closet as we speak. I swear, I could totally come here and like drop an entire paycheck. In fact, there have been times I've come here and I've come close to doing exactly that. So, lots of good stuff. I'll give you a little tour of the place. Here's all the different lesson plan books. I know a lot of you are asking, what's an alternative to the Erin Condren? They've got all kinds of lesson plan books. And I know for those of you who don't have a teacher store near you, just go on Amazon.com. I'm pretty sure there's all kinds of plan books on Amazon. Although most teachers I know these days use a 3-ring binder because they type them and print them. These kind of books are always cute too. The month-by-month teaching ideas from Scholastic. I really like those a lot, especially when I was used to teaching younger grades. I don't really do a lot of the mailbox books anymore. Back in the day, wow, everything was mailbox. Not so much anymore. And that you guys already know, I love these books. The original monthly idea books. I've got the full year set. In fact, if you're a parent of someone who's about to graduate from college and you're wondering what to give your college grad who's going into teaching, my advice would be to give them a full set of those books. They're amazing. All kinds of goodies. Although I am not buying any books today. In fact, let this be known, this might be the first time I've come to the teacher store, and I think I'm just buying one thing, cardstock. I know what I'm going to do for my wall. I'm going to my nook. I'm going to use the flagstone paper in the nook, and then I'm going to put up the bookshelf. I think that'll look really cool with the bookshelf on top of the flagstone paper. So, and the great thing of it is, it won't cost me anything because I've already got it sitting in my classroom waiting for me to do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I think it's going to look really cute. But I am glad I came here today because even though I'm really not buying anything, if I hadn't saw that bulletin board set with the bookshelf, I wouldn't have remembered I had it. Because I've had it for years, but I haven't put it up in probably about 5 years. So yeah, it's just sitting there and completely out of sight, out of mind. So yeah, I'm actually excited. I have a solution for my problem. Okay, so I was wrong. I'm buying 2 things. Check out the cute cupcake stickers. These are so adorable and colorful. I'm going to get these for my lesson plan books. This way I can mark all of my students' birthdays in my planner. Oh, they're adorable. And you get 8 sheets. So it's like 1,000 stickers in here for $2.49. It's a lot cheaper than buying them from an Etsy shop because I almost bought a sheet of cupcake stickers from an Etsy seller for my lesson plan book, but it was like $4.99 for a sheet of like 32 stickers. So this is a much better bargain. Looking at all the science stuff, I'm wondering, I still have no clue what program my school is going to adopt for science this year. I mean, I know the program they adopted, but I don't know if there's like a book series, or we've received no information on it yet. So, plus I know myself and many of the other teachers in our district, we've been using FOSS science kits for so long that we no longer have our own science tools in our room. You know, I'm looking at these magnifying glasses and stethoscopes and thinking, you know, I have none of this stuff. So I certainly hope the district's going to supply us with something besides, I hope whatever we get, it's the full package. Back home, and I just wanted to show you real quick the couple of items I got. This was probably the cheapest I've ever gotten out of the teacher store. I only spent $23 at the teacher store today. I'm amazed by that, because usually I go there and go a little crazy, but I bought a package of white cardstock because on Pinterest I found where you can print, it has like 5 on a page, tickets to platform 9 3/4. I thought they were so cute, so I definitely want to put one of those little tickets in every one of their goodie bags for the first day of school. And then for PBIS, I bought a pack of these. I bought these because they were kind of like old looking, a little antique-y. Then of course, you already saw the birthday cupcake stickers. And then for my students, I bought these like little badges, sticker badges that they can wear on their shirt on their birthday. Just a simple way to acknowledge their birthdays in class. And then just in case the open seating concept doesn't work, I went ahead and bought these Susan Wingate nameplates for the tabletops. So I have these as a backup in case I need them. So that's all I bought. So that's all I got at the teacher store today. Like I said, very small purchase. I hope you enjoyed tagging along with me to go there. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a break from vlogging for a while because I have some boring housework to do, and I need to take my son and take his piano to the shop to get it fixed. Hi guys, it's Sunday. I was a bad vlogger yesterday. I did not close out my vlog. So that's okay, because I have been very busy this morning and I've been having a lot of fun. So as you guys know, I was able to get from Amazon a Swingline laminator for like $14.99. It was their deal of the day, and I've got all these laminating sheets. That was also part of the deal of the day. I've been going a little crazy. First off, I figured out what I'm going to use in place of the 4 apples on the corner of that one bulletin board. I now have 4 of these, the Hogwarts crest. So I have 4 of these to go in all 4 corners to take away from the red there and kind of tie in the theme more. And then from Pinterest, I was able to find, some awesome quotes, and I'm making a mess here, everything's falling down. So I have here, first one I have, our house elves are currently on strike. You will have to clean up your own mess until further notice. And this was right on Pinterest. I just saved image as, and then made it fit to the whole page in the printing, fit to screen, whatever, and just printed it out and ran it through a laminator. And this is just on a sheet of paper, and it's still pretty thick. So there's our house elf. And then I have this one here. We must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy, by Albus Dumbledore. And now this one is on paper, but I hadn't made this one yet, so I was afraid it might be too flimsy, so I put a cardstock behind it, so this one is really strong and really thick. I also have, happiness can be found in even the darkest times if one remembers to turn on the light. And this is another Dumbledore quote. And then, it is our choices that show us what we truly are made, it is our choices that show us what we truly are far more than our abilities. So, and this one's one of my favorites. I love this quote by Dumbledore, especially because with PBIS and, you know, have you filled a bucket today, we talk about choices a lot and making the right choices. So those are some quotes that I'm going to be hanging up in the room. And then don't laugh, but I even printed some things for the bathroom, because to me, a bathroom is kind of like, remember back when you were a kid, how did you really learn to read? Yes, you went to school, but let's be honest. Our generation, we really learned to read by reading the backs of cereal boxes. Every morning you poured a bowl of cereal. Every morning you sat that box right in front of you and you sat there and read the box over and over and over and ate your cereal. Same thing's true with the bathroom. You know, you take the Sunday comics into the bathroom when we were kids. So I printed up some daily profit papers from Pinterest. And again, you save image, blow it up to fill in the whole sheet of paper, and then just print them off. So I've got The Boy Who Lived, He Who Must Not Be Named Returns, Flying Forward Anglia Mystifies Muggles, and then I even printed the infamous Have You Seen This Wizard? So those are going to go in the bathroom, and the kids can just stare at them while they're doing what they do in the bathroom. So I've got those done. Also, on Teachers Pay Teachers by the seller Life is Sweet for a Watermelon. That's her Teachers Pay Teachers names. Life is Sweet for a Watermelon. She has a classroom theme job set. So we've got 9 3/4 Hogwarts Express conductor. This was the person who's the last person in line who's responsible for turning off the lights and closing the door. 9 3/4 caboose. Conductor is the line leader. Caboose is the door closer and the lights turner offer. And then next we have head boy and head girl. And I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm going to make these jobs entail yet. So I have to think about that one. We have librarian, and I usually pick 2 students to be librarians, and they're in charge of just tidying up the bookcases, double checking the leveled books to make sure all the right numbers are in the right tubs. Owl Post Messenger, so this will be the person whose job it is to put like our corrected work into our mailboxes. Lunch handler, this will be the person who takes the crate full of packed lunches down to the lunchroom and is in charge of bringing them back. Quill sharpener, I'm actually going to assign someone whose job it is to sharpen pencils. I'm going to have like 1 can for dull, 1 can for sharp. House elves, so this will be the person who, or actually a couple of people whose job is, you know, if we make a mess in the classroom, they're the person who gets the little dust broom and the dustbin and tidies up. And then class prefect, this will probably be the person whose job it is to go from the classroom to the office. You know, you always need that messenger person. So the class prefect will probably be a messenger. So the only one I have to figure out is what are the head boy and head girl going to do. So there's our jobs, which I will get that up on a bulletin board in the classroom. Another thing I printed, I had to get cardstock. This was on Pinterest, and all of these were, you know, free printables. You didn't have to really, I had to buy this one, the jobs, and it was only, what was it? I think it was like $2.99 for the jobs. But so, and then this one is our tickets. Platform 9 3/4, Hogwarts, London to Hogwarts, one-way travel. So this is the one where I said I wanted to cut these apart, and on the first day of school, every student in class is going to get a ticket, kind of like a little memento for the school year. So I just thought these were really, really cute. So that was that, and what else am I forgetting? Okay. Oh, I did get these laminated too, and then at Michael's, they had these super duper paper clothespins, thank you. And so they had them in red, orange, and black. Because if they had them in all the house colors, I would have bought one of each house color. But since they only had a couple of colors, I just went with all black. So I bought 3 of these to be the stand for my little signpost for parent night. And then I also got at Michael's Yarn, we've got Ravenclaw blue, Gryffindor burgundy, Slytherin green, and Hufflepuff yellow, because on the first day of school, I'm actually going to sort the kids. I'm going to have like either papers written down, folded up in a basket. We pull one at a time with the sorting hat on, or maybe I'll do popsicle sticks, and this way I can control to make sure that the houses are equal. And then I said I still need to print their name tags and run those through the laminator. And so, but when every kid gets their name tag, that's when we will tie on the string to represent which house they're in. So that's how we'll show the houses. Another thing, oh, I forgot to laminate these. Doggone it. Where'd they go? I have seals. Just like this one, I had small ones for Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. And somehow I forgot to bring them down to my office down here and get those laminated. So I will get those done. Because I figured what I would do is I would put a seal on the tables. A lot of you had the wonderful suggestion to have the house flags hanging from the ceiling, and believe me when I say I would love to. But as I said a lot of times in these videos, we're not allowed to hang things from the ceiling because they kind of blow when the furnaces kick on. And let me tell you, nothing makes a principal angrier than getting a phone call at Saturday, 2 o'clock in the morning, that there's been a break-in in one of the portables, only to find out something was hanging from the ceiling and the blowers triggered the motion detectors. Yeah, I don't want to make my principal that angry. So I won't be hanging it from the ceiling. I'll figure out something. But so yeah, I've got the little seals, little crests that I'll get on the different tables. Or maybe I'll stick a crest on every child's name tag. I'll figure something out, and whatever I figure out, it'll be cute. It just won't be as cute as having flags hanging from the ceiling. So we got to go with plan B options here. And with that, I'm gonna wrap up today's video because I do want to start playing with these. These are the clear Avery labels. And so I want to print and paint and try to make the first signpost sign and see how that turns out. So I will definitely share that with you in the next vlog. And with that, I hope you've had a great weekend. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of me in the future, click that subscribe button, and I will talk to you